So, while you are with a toxic and or possibly, in my opinion, a narcissistic person because of the traits that they might have shown towards me or others, um, and which is my opinion once again, they will do very manipulative, like cruel things to you, and a lot of it is to bait you to get their way, to show others that you are being the difficult one, you are being the issue. In this case, she turned off my lights, and in the state that I live in, if you in this case I kicked her out, you have to leave things as if you were still married. You can't just go turning things off, and you have to leave it such as. Well, she didn't. So, and thanks be to God, when I had saw her, I think it was in the month of September or at the end of September or whatever, like I think 2 years ago, she had the person I was married to for 6 years. I was wondering why her energy was a little off. And I guess she was trying to figure out when she came to the apartment how the lights were still on. I didn't even know that she had turned them off at the time. So I didn't find out till the following month. Well, thanks be to God, the complex that I live in, the lights were running on their, like light bill or whatever. So, and I didn't know until they sent a notice, and I was like, what? My lights are off. What? So I ended up calling, and they told me my lights were off. So she kept, when I informed her about it, and of which I have another text of her stating, well, if you would put them in your name, you wouldn't be in the dark. That's really messed up for someone to say. It's really wrong, for someone to do something so cruel and callous, and then one expected for me not to be mad, expected for me not to be hurt. I don't know, it caused a lot of problems for me. So when you're going through these type of things with these people, you are going to realize that they're manipulative. And the way that they word things is to make it seem like you are the problem. So I'm saying this publicly, these are the type of things. This is my experience with this person. Was it an easy experience? No, it wasn't an easy experience for me at all. Matter of fact, it was a mentally exhausting experience from the beginning to the end. And now, like sharing my experience, I know what I went through with this person. I went through manipulation, I went through abuse, disrespect, and deceit. So be careful. Be careful as follow my journey of healing, and really, realizing that when you are with these people, they are not going to respect you. They only care about having their way and what their narrative and what their image looks like. So, as you can see in this, the manipulation. Amy, once again, I do not think best for us to conversate over the phone, and of which what she was doing was keeping record of our conversation, being manipulative, because I tried to call because she had turned off my lights. I'm trying to work out something with you. She never tried to work anything out with me, and if she did, it was being manipulative, trying to get her way, trying to. There was another issue with the phone, which I'll post that another time, but there was an issue with the phone, and you got to be careful, protect yourself, and realize the signs so that you don't go through what I went through. And in this situation, I just realized it was about the key. So she refused to give me the mailbox key. And as I looked through the message, she would not give me the mailbox key. She was practically holding it hostage, and of which was now, causing an inconvenience for me because I needed some special papers. And she would not give me the mailbox key. So, for people out there that think, oh, I was causing all kinds of trouble, look at this. Look at this. She refused to give me the mailbox key until I had to basically have a friend get in contact with her and tell her, hey, she's coming to your job to get the key. And of which, when I got to the job to get the key, the person that she was messing around with was sitting in a car watching me. And I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. But then when she comes outside, I'm like, who is that watching me? Oh, it's nobody. And you could tell she was very nervous. I'm not stupid. So be careful with these people, because whatever they're telling the new supply, it's not good. It's not nice things about you. It's a bunch of lies to get you hurt. And I knew that's what she was doing. Whoever she was messing with, this person was an absolute coward and clown. They don't mess with upstanding people. They mess with people that are just the same as they are. And they, or when they downgrade from you, I would say. When they downgrade from you, those people are just like they are, in my opinion, allegedly, toxic, and or maybe narcissistic people. So that person was sitting in a car waiting as I picked up the key, and then I was waiting for her, and she comes outside recording me. And it's like, at this point, whoever she was getting her advice from really was setting her up really bad, because at the end of the day, all of this stuff was started by this person I was married to for 12 years. All of this. This could have been better if they didn't lie, if they didn't manipulate, if they didn't gaslight, future fake, and then treat me like absolute shit. So you have to